Hi there, my name is Tony D. Parker, also known as Tony the Tapper, and I want to wish everybody out there a happy, safe, peaceful Veterans Day in remembrance of all our friends and buddies who made it back to the world, and in remembrance of those men and women who didn't make it back, and especially those men and women who made it back but left a piece of them back there and are still suffering. My own experience with war-related PTSD is that I was working in West Africa many years ago, and when I returned to the world, I returned to the US, I had war-related PTSD. And of course, I was told that if I would take certain types of meds and electroshock therapy, et cetera, you know. And of course, I noticed that a lot of my buddies who had been taking the very same meds and had had the electroshock therapy hadn't gotten better. In fact, had gotten a lot worse. And other buddies who'd stopped taking the VA meds but started taking street drugs like pot and heroin and other types of drugs, they of course had gotten even were in worse shape. Anyway, as luck would have it, I bumped into the only EFT practitioner in my area. Back then, there were only two EFT practitioners in New York State. Everybody else was in California. Uh, but as luck would have it, and like I said, within minutes of my first session, I felt immediate relief from my anxiety, fear, etc. I had all the PTSD symptoms, and it was amazing. Now, this was not permanent. And of course, what I had to do was tap every time I had a flashback, every time I had a nightmare, every time I had a panic attack or a rage attack or I went into flight or flight, I had to tap. So I was tapping probably on my own, maybe 10 times a day and seeing the practitioner once a week. Now, here's the point that's worth noting. Within 8 months, I was completely symptom free of war related PTSD and no meds, no inpatient, in a mental institution, no electroshock therapy. I was completely cured of war related PTSD. So that got my attention, and I started studying EFT. And, as word of mouth, I started helping people, combat vets, 9/11 first responders, rape victims, incest survivors, ACOAs, different types of addicts, alcoholics, people with a whole variety of symptoms and conditions. And I found that they got a lot of help from EFT. What can I say? It works. So, as a special Veterans Day treat for all my friends out there, especially you veterans, combat grunts, but again, anybody else who's suffering from the civilian forms of PTSD. Uh, I've got a few taps that I'd like to share with you, which I hope will bring you some relief. The first tap we're going to do is I call it the protective shield of golden light, and it's based on a traditional Tibetan mantra. Uh, and it's very good at clearing out negative energy, negative intentions, negative, atmospheres. One of the symptoms of PTSD is that we are hyper vigilant, okay, bordering on paranoid, and often with good reason. And so, but unfortunately, that hypervigilant can turn on us and, again, makes life very difficult. So the protective shield of golden light is really great for, again, initially feeling safe, feeling protected, and again, neutralizing any negative energy. So let's go ahead. And again, for those of you who are new to EFT, just follow along. It's incredibly simple. Just follow along. It's on the job training. So basically, what you're going to do is use our hands, okay? And we're going to start tapping the top of the head on the crown chakra. And now it's Simon Says. You guys just repeat after me, okay? Energy system. Say energy system. And you tap 7 to 10 times on each tapping point. Let's tap on the eyebrow now, 7 to 10 times. I'm instructing you, okay, side of the eye, outside corner of the eye, to generate a protective shield of golden light. Okay, now let's tap on the cheekbone under the eye, 7 to 10 times, all around my body. Under the nose now, where the upper lip meets the nose, 7 to 10 times, protecting me from all negative energy, all around my body, protecting me from all negative energies and influences. Okay, very good. Under the mouth now, all negative influences. Very good. Now tap on the collarbone and say, all negative intentions. All negative intentions. Very good. 7 to 10 times. Under the arm now, sending them all negative entities. Say all negative entities. Very good. And now karate chop on the side of the hand, sending them all to the sun to be transmuted to love. Very good. Excellent. Let's go top of the head. Only allowing in. Okay, let's go to the eyebrow again. Loving. Okay, side of the eye. Healing. Under the eye. Positive. Okay, now under the nose. Energies. Under the mouth now. And intentions. Very good. Now collarbone. And if I have any negative energies or intentions under the arm, I send them all to the sun. Okay, karate chop to be transmuted to love. Very good. Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath and I'll release. Okay. Now, I find that if I'm in a negative environment with weird, creepy people and I do the protective shield of golden light, it lasts about 4 to 6 hours. So if I have a workspace or I'm in an environment and I have to be there more than 4 hours, I'll tap in the morning before I go to the place, and then I'll tap at lunchtime to take me through the afternoon. But usually 4 to 6 hours, it completely protects you, makes you feel safe and serene. It's very helpful. Okay, so that's a great tap, and again, perfect for PTSD survivors. Okay, next tap in our little repertoire for combat PTSD is Ho'oponopono, which is a great healing, releasing practice. It's a traditional Hawaiian mantra that was practiced by the kahunas, the Hawaiian priests or shamans, and it sort of disappeared for a while, but now has recently, last 10 or 15 years, has resurfaced. It's an incredible practice. It really works. And when you combine it with EFT, it's really great. And again, if you have a problem relationship with somebody, if you're frightened or angry at someone, if you're getting paranoid feelings about somebody in specific, you can put a photograph of them in front of you, or you can visualize them in your mind's eye, okay, or the situation, and then you just start tapping, okay? And again, it's very simple. Simon says, start tapping the top of your head, your crown chakra, 7 to 10 times, okay, and just repeat after me. Simon says, I'm sorry. Very good. Tap on the eyebrows now, 7 to 10 times. Please forgive me. Okay, outside corner of the eye. Say, I forgive you. Very good. Now tap on the cheekbone. I forgive myself. Okay, now under the nose. Say, thank you. Okay, now under the mouth. Say, I love you. Okay, now let's tap on the collarbone now, 7 to 10 times. I'm sorry. Okay, now under the arm. Say, please forgive me. All right, karate chop, say, I forgive you. Very good, excellent. Top of the head now, crown chakra. I forgive myself. Very good. Now eyebrow, say thank you. And now the outside corner of the eye, 7, 10 times. Say, I love you. Okay, now tapping on the cheekbone under the eye, say, I'm sorry. Okay, very good. Now under the nose, say, please forgive me. Okay, and now under the mouth, say, I forgive you. Okay, now collarbone, say, I forgive myself. Okay, now under the arm, say, thank you. Okay, now on the karate chop, say, I love you. Very good. Excellent. Okay, now let's all take a deep breath and now release. Okay, excellent. All right. Now, Ho'oponopono, like I said, and the protective shield of golden light, do when and as needed. Okay. If you have to do it several times a day, well, just do it. Only takes a few minutes, perfectly safe, can't hurt you, totally non-toxic, right? And it works. I would say that EFT works about 85% of the time. There are people for whom EFT doesn't work, but it's very few people. Okay. All right. So moving along, we're now going to do what I call the mind movie technique. And this I learned from Gary Craig, who was the inventor, developer, founder of EFT. Okay, and he had this is going back a few years, but and this was actually what made a convincer out. This was my convincer that EFT was really great. He'd made a movie of him working with Vietnam combat vets at a VA hospital, and he called it the mind movie or the movie technique. Okay, and it's an incredibly powerful procedure. Now, the way recovering from combat or war-related PTSD or any form of PTSD requires being thorough and systematic. And what you do is you make a list of all the trauma events. I guess if we're talking combat PTSD, all the night missions, all the ambushes, all the LERPs, uh, all the negative events, okay, that happen to you. Okay, make a list of them. All right. Now, obviously, if you're on a tour of duty of a year, there are quite a few. Okay, and it is tedious and it's a pain. But the idea is as we go through them, and we neutralize them using the EFT, you're just going to get better and better and more effective in your daily life. You're going to feel better. And again, it's worth the work. Okay. That's all I can tell you. It's tedious, but it's worth it. All right. So, this is how we do the mind movie technique. Again, basically, like I said, the best thing to do is get a little notebook or workbook and keep a list. Okay, keep a list of the various events. All right, and what we're going to do is you go through each event. Okay, not all at once, but say once every couple of days or three, whatever pace you want to work at. Okay, so let's take an event. Okay, so what you want to do is in your mind's eye while you're tapping. Okay, and you don't have to tell me anything about it. All right, but what you want to do is you want to close your eyes and run that YouTube or that mind movie or that memory of whether it's a war memory, okay, uh, through your mind's eye while you're tapping on your karate chop, okay, all right, and when you're done, say ready or stop, okay. So you run that mind movie of that PTSD event, that combat event, or if you're a civilian, whatever PTSD traumatic event you have, okay? And when you feel you're ready, you kind of run it through, okay? You just say stop or ready, okay? So I know when it's time to stop, okay? Now what we do, okay, is we connect with the level of intensity, all right? On a scale of 0 to 10, we call it a SUDS, a subjective unit of distress scale, the SUDS, or level of intensity on a scale of 0 to 10. Now, 0, if you're the Dalai Lama, you're completely clear, there's nothing there, that's a 0. And of course, if you're having body sensations, body memories, and you want to cry or you want to scream or there are other feelings coming up, well, obviously that's a 10. And then whatever else is in between. So just use your own intuition, but you sort of get in touch with that level of intensity. Okay. Also, you check in to see if there are any body memories or body sensations, because very often PTSD usually has body feelings, body memories connected to it. Not all the time, but very frequently. So where we would go with that is, even though I have this movie, this war movie, okay, and my number is, all right, and I feel it in my stomach, chest, neck, whatever, okay, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. All right, now that is what we call the setup phrase, okay? And again, it's very simple. And just repeat after me. And you fill in the blanks for yourself, okay? So just repeat after me while tapping on the karate chop. Even though I have this war movie and my number is, okay? And I feel this feeling of in my, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Excellent. Very good. Now we're going to do two more times the setup phrase slightly differently. So even though I have this war movie and I feel this feeling of in my, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Okay, very good. I'm going to do it one more time. So even though I have this war movie and this feeling of in my, fill in the blanks, excuse me, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Excellent. Very good. Okay, now we're going to say one more. We're now going to do the reminder phrases, and we're also going to do what we call choices. So let's start tapping the top of the head. All war movie and feeling of in my. Again, remember, uh, if you have a feeling like anger, sadness, pain, anxiety, okay, and if you feel it in your neck, your stomach, or whatever, you fill in the blanks, okay? Okay, eyebrow. All war movie and feeling of in my. Very good. Again, outside corner of the eye. All war movie and feeling of in my. Very good. Let's go cheekbone under the eye. All war movie and feeling of in my. Very good. Excellent. Now under the nose. All war movie and feeling of in my. Very good. Excellent. Under the mouth. All war movie and feeling of in my. Very good. Collarbone. All war movie and feeling of in my. Okay, now under the arm on the side of the rib cage. All war movie and feeling of in my. Very good. Excellent. Now karate chop. So even though I have this war movie and I have this feeling of in my, I choose to heal and let go all war movie and feeling of in my, and I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Very good. Excellent. Now we're going to do choices. Top of the head. I choose to heal and let go all war movie and feeling of in my. Very good. Go eyebrow. I deserve to heal and let go all war movie and feeling of in my, don't forget to fill in the blanks, side of the eye, outside corner of the eye. I give myself permission to heal and let go. All war movie and feeling of in my. Very good. Excellent. Now let's go cheekbone under the eye. I am willing to heal and let go. All war movie and feeling of in my. Very good. Excellent. Now under the nose. I am, well, it's safe for me. It is safe for me to heal and let go. All war movie and feeling of in my. Fill in the blanks. Okay. Under the mouth now. I have the power to heal and let go. All war movie and feeling of in my. Okay, very good. Now collarbone. I like the way it feels when I heal and let go. All war movie and feeling of in my. Excellent. Very good. Now let's go into the arm, side of the rib cage. It's easy for me to heal and let go. All war movie and feeling of in my. Okay, karate chop now. So even though I have this war movie and this feeling of in my, today, right now, I set a firm intention to heal and let go all war movie and feeling of in my, and I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Very good. Now we're going to do the kind of let go, all right, which is where we go top of the head. Again, just repeat after me. Simon says, letting go of all war movie and feeling of in my, okay, eyebrow, letting go, outside corner of the eye, letting go, okay, under the eye, cheekbone, letting go, okay, under the nose, letting go, under the mouth, letting go, collarbone, letting go, under the arm, letting go, karate chop, letting go of all war movie and feeling of in my, okay, fill in the blanks, and I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Very good. Excellent. Now what we do is we kind of benchmark or test ourselves to see if we made progress. Start tapping on the karate chop. And now run that war movie again, or run your PTSD trauma movie again. When you're done, say ready or stop, okay? And then tune in and find what the number is of the level of intensity. Have the body feelings moved or changed? Are they less? Are the emotions different? Have they changed? Are they better? Now, if you're down to about a 2 or a 1 or 0, that's okay for government work. Some people, it goes immediately to 0. If you're at a 5, gone down from a 9 or a 10 to a 5, well, then it's very simple. Rinse and repeat. Just do the same routine over and over, okay, till it's down to a 0. Sometimes it might take several tries, depending on the level of intensity and, the level of physical manifestations or what have you. Usually 2 or 3 rounds brings most people to a 0. Quite a few people, they hit 0 first round. Everybody's a little different. Okay? When you get to a 0, you're done. That's it. It's wonderful. And like I said, it can't hurt you. It's totally safe. And again, I'd say 85 to 90% people, are very successful with EFT, especially dealing with PTSD and trauma. Okay, so again, what your job is, your homework is, again, As soon as that movie has gone to a 0, put a big on your little list on your Monster Hall of Fame, okay? Put a big check mark and maybe date it if you want, that you dealt with that war movie or that trauma movie and move to the next one. I personally would not do more than one a day. Okay, this is way faster than armchair therapy. Uh, so trust me, you're making excellent progress, but you don't want to rush it. You don't want to force it. But I wouldn't do more than one mind movie type tap a day. In fact, I'd let a couple of days. Also, after a tapping session, it's not a bad idea to take a nap, have some water, have some nice, clean, fresh spring water or distilled water, okay, and take a nap and allow everything to kind of reset and reprocess, okay? You will find that gradually you're going to feel much more at peace, less triggered, less anxious. Uh, you're just going to feel better. You'll be more effective at dealing with life situations. Now, if you are triggered, okay, or if something spooks you or you have a panic attack, then do either the protective shield of golden light or do the Ho'oponopono tap, okay? Like I said, I had to tap several times a day just because, normal life events were triggering me into kind of, survival mode or fight or flight or kill mode. So you're going to have to do a lot of, if you've got combat or war related PTSD or severe, PTSD from rape or a car accident or sexual abuse or whatever, you're going to have to do a lot of tapping. Okay, but gradually you get better. And compared to other forms of therapy, it's way faster, more effective, and permanent. But you have to be thorough. Okay. Now, to close, I'm going to give you a really wonderful, more positive tap, which is also something to do on a daily basis, okay? Which is called the gratitude tap. And it's probably one of the simplest yet most powerful EFT exercises you can do, but it's a complete no brainer. Again, if you have a little notebook, a recovery notebook, an EFT workbook or notebook, okay? I always recommend to my students and clients, buy yourself a $2, spiral notebook, and make your Monster Hall of Fame list of your various trauma movies, okay? But you're also going to make a list, what we call a gratitude list, and start writing down things in your life, people in your life, events in your life, aspects of your life that make you feel positive, happy, empowered, grateful, and write them down. And then take the time, again, once a day to do a gratitude tap, which is the simplest, okay, thing there is. Okay, it couldn't be simpler. What you do is you pick a topic or a person or an event and start tapping the top of your head and then kind of picture that person or event or situation or aspect of yourself that you feel positive about, okay? And now say those two magic words that some people can never say, but I know you guys can say, okay? It totally activates law of attraction. Say thank you out loud. Just say thank you, okay? Excellent. Now tap on the eyebrows. Say thank you. Okay, very good. Tapping on the outside corner of the eye. Say thank you. Excellent. Tapping on the cheekbone under the eye. Say thank you. Okay, excellent. Tapping under the nose where the upper lip meets the nose. Again, visualizing that aspect or person or event that you feel positive about or grateful. Say thank you. Okay, very good. Tapping under the mouth now where the lower lip meets the chin, thinking about gratitude and feeling positive. Say thank you. Very good. Tapping on the collarbone, thinking about that event or person or aspect of yourself that makes you feel powerful, loved, positive, and grateful. Say thank you. Very good. Tapping under the arm, side of the rib cage. Okay. Say thank you. Very good. Now tapping on the karate chop. Again, visualizing in your mind's eye that person or event or aspect of your life that makes you feel positive or empowered or happy or grateful. and say thank you. Say thank you. Very good. Now take a deep breath and now release. Very good. Now, okay, here's the situation. Make a list of about 10 aspects and just go each item on your list gets 10 seconds of thank you. This should not take you more than about 3 to 5 minutes. It will totally change the day for you. It'll turn the whole day around. So doing a gratitude tap if you start to get depressed or get the blues or feel anxious, gratitude tap is a great way to turn the day around. I just do it on a regular basis. Now, my gratitude list now is several pages long. I mean, almost over 100 pages long. Now, I don't tap on 100 things, but I do tap on 10 things every morning, okay? And it works perfectly. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed our little Veterans Day tapathon, okay? Uh, and again, if anybody wants to book a free 10-minute stress buster session with me, just click on the link above or put a little comment below and click on the like or the love button, okay? Share the love. Actually, put in a little comment like, I want a stress buster session. And if you're a vet, say you're a vet. I'm a combat vet. Okay, I need help. You don't have to do this alone. Okay. The smart thing is to reach out for help. I'm willing to help anybody who asks me. Okay. Like I said, just either put in a little note in the comments below or click on the link above and I'll book you a free 10-minute stress buster session. So, guys, I love you all. Namaste, blessings, and please have a wonderful, happy, peaceful, safe, love filled Veterans Day. God bless you all.